Hey, Speak Life family, this is Catherine, and I wanted to share some updates on what we got going on. For those of you that plugged into Speak Life to the Nations, it was absolutely phenomenal, and I want to give thanks to everyone that supported, whether you were a part of the panel, a performing artist, you tuned in, you shared, you host a watch party. We say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting that. Listen, we're going to be having pop-up Speak Life events, Speak Life to the Nation. So you got to stay plugged to our page to find out when that's going to be happening. If you're not following us, follow us on Speak Life Tour, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on LinkedIn as well. You can find us again under Speak Life Tour. Check out our website, speaklifetour.org. Our next official broadcast will be happening October the 3rd. And that is definitely going to be a time that is going to transform lives once again. I got so much feedback from the one that we just did from individuals saying that they feel inspired and educated on, stepping out on their dreams, moving out on their dream, and no longer being stagnant. And that was the purpose. That was the purpose, of Speak Life to the Nations. Again, we had people from Nigeria, Australia, India, London. We had several states here represented, of course, Florida, Maryland, D.C., Virginia, New York. We had Nashville represented, Memphis represented, Texas represented. It's just mind blowing how we all was able to come together on one accord to do one thing, and that was to speak life. We will be coming out with our recap video, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be coming out sometime mid to the end of August. So we will have that recap video, caption some of the highlights from the 3-day Speak Life to the Nations. Listen, we have something else going on in August. So we've gotten a lot of people that expressed an interest in being a mentor, volunteer in some capacity. We know because of COVID-19, things are restricted in what we can and can't do. So we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to move on to plan B. We have actually partnered with a group home in Texas, and we're going to be working on a partnership in Florida as well as Baltimore. And if you're hearing this podcast and you're representing a state I did not mention, but you know of a group home, send us an email, info@speaklifetour.org. We would like to collaborate and partner with that group home. So essentially what we're doing, we're going to be having exclusive broadcasts at various group homes where they're going to set up their TV screen. This one in Texas is setting up a projector, and we're going to have a performing arts showcase / an empowerment hour for the individuals that's at the group home. I know since COVID-19, sometimes we have become so consumed about where we can't go and what we can't do. But there are a lot of people that's in group homes that don't have anyone loving on them or concerned about them or checking on them. So that's what we're going to be doing. We know everyone is working on beautiful initiatives, but this is our initiative that's near to our heart. Again, I have a brother that's in a group home. He's autistic, and I'm heavily engaged in his life. My family's heavily engaged, but then I see others that don't have family member calling them and checking up on them. So that's where we come into play. Speak Life Tour, we stand in the gap, and we want to be an extension for the individuals that are in group homes that don't have anyone loving on them and speaking life. So if you want to be a part of this initiative, send us an email, info@speaklifetour.org. August 22nd is going to be our kickoff with our first group home broadcast. Now, this will not be live because of the nature of the situation. It's going to be exclusive for that group home. However, we will be having recap highlights from some of the volunteers that participated, from the center directors, and they'll probably identify maybe 1 or 2 individuals from the group home that can share what this experience, virtual experience, is meaning to them after we have done the broadcast. So, like I said, we have so many things going on and things that we're working on and things that we're building, but this is not the end, right? There's so many other things that we're going to be doing and building. And we need you. We need you. You may see a lot of things that we're doing and posting and so forth, but listen, you know what? You may have an idea or a thought or a creative perspective that maybe we have not even considered yet. We would love to collaborate with you. Maybe you already have your business established and you want to collaborate. We're totally open to collaboration. That's what I think it's all about. A lot of times people are just an island unto themselves with their business. I've never had that mindset. I understand that in order to build a business, you have to collaborate. It just makes sense. When we look at, different companies that are excelling very well is due to collaboration, is due to individuals that's a leader of that company that looks not only to what they're doing internally, but look to external organizations that they can partner and collab with and strengthen everyone's base, right? So that's what we're focusing on. That's what we're going to be doing as well. So if you would like to be a part of this, I tell you, we're already preparing for 2021, a lot of broadcasts that we're going to be doing. Also, if you have any podcast ideas as far as shows, or you want to be a part of our podcast and you would like to host your own show with SLT the TALK, send us an email at pr@speaklifetour.org. Again, if you're interested in the podcast, send it to pr@speaklifetour.org. If you're interested in volunteering and being a part of the group home program, send it to info@speaklifetour.org. And so I just want to take a moment just to encourage everybody and speak life to you. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Don't allow anyone to speak death over you. Don't allow anyone to tell you what you can't do. Don't allow anyone to dismiss you because they think you're not valuable. I'm here to tell you that you are valuable. I'm here to tell you that this quarter that we're in right now is going to be your best quarter. It's going to be your best season. Does that mean you're going to get everything you need and want? Maybe not. But it's all about perspective, right? We have to shift our perspective, shift how we're thinking. And once we shift our perspective and we shift how we're thinking, it's like when you shift how you think, even if you don't have everything you need, it's like a calm will come over you. And you'll get fresh ideas and perspective on how to accomplish this task. And I tell you what, when you get to that place that you're serene, that you're at peace with yourself and everything that's around you, all those individuals that tried to penetrate your mind and try to get you to doubt yourself, try to get you to say, you know what, you can't start that business for whatever reason, all the naysayers, you don't even feel it anymore. You don't feel what they say. You hear what they say, but you don't feel it anymore. It doesn't penetrate your heart. It doesn't penetrate your mind, and it doesn't sway you in any way. You got to get to that place. You got to get to that place where no matter what someone says to you, you're confident within yourself that you know your skills and abilities. And I speak to that right now. I speak to that untapped place in your life that you haven't even decided to flow into yet because fear or because individuals around you are telling you that you don't have the capabilities of doing it. So I speak life to you. I speak life to your family. If anyone has lost a family member during this time of COVID-19, you know, we definitely give our condolences to you and your family. And if you need someone to talk to, reach out to us. Reach out to us. We have something that we started called TDA, which stands for the day after. It is a trauma-based support group. If you know anyone that could benefit or utilize that service and it can help them along the way, they can email TDA@speaklifetour.org. Again, that's TDA@speaklifetour.org. We're just excited about everything that we're doing. Again, I want to give mad thanks to everyone that supported on the 16th, 17th, and the 18th. It was an absolutely incredible experience, and I cannot wait until we put out our recap video. Again, that'll be coming out mid-August, towards the end of August, and you'll be able to see that October 3rd is going to be our next big broadcast. But stay plugged to all of our social media pages because we will be having Speak Life to the Nations pop-ups. Random pop-ups where we're going to have, it's going to be like a micro version of what we did that 3 days, just to kind of keep the momentum going. We cannot let the momentum die. We had a great 3-day kickoff for our very first virtual broadcast, actually. And we're going to keep it moving. So as you hear, this music playing, some of you may have heard, but some of you may haven't. I'm about to play this track called Fractured. If you feel that you've been fractured in any way, know that this is your season, that you can be put back together. And even when you be put back together, don't be ashamed of your story. Don't be ashamed of what you went through. Know that in this season, greater is ahead for you. Greater is ahead. So as you listen to this track, I want you to write down some affirmations. Write down things that you want to see happen in your life this month of August, right? Because August is a couple of days away. So I want you to write down some affirmations, at least 3 to 5. What do you want to see manifest in the month of August? How do you want to see your life change? How do you want to see your life transformed, right? And as you write it down, send us an email. Let us know what great things you are going to be doing, right? Again, check out our website, speaklifetour.org. And we love everybody, and we're going to see you at the top. Sometimes we ask ourselves, can we heal from that broken place? Been slipping between daydreams and reality, caught in the between places of life. Fractured from the winding turns in life, fractured from the brokenness inside. Faltering and full of mistakes, I just wanna breathe again. Broken, cracked. Can people see me or only my fractured pieces? Split into two pieces, the core essence which encompasses the epitome of me before I was broken and the mask I wear. Unable to function or exist in reality because it is hard to let go of what has been. It is hard to let go of what was. Dead inside, but still the melodies in my heart are trying to tap into a new frequency that will let me be. The rhythm of my soul wanna break free to find the center of my purpose. As I begin to awake from this matrix, I start to walk through memories in my mind. Step 1, step 2, I'm walking out of my past. Step 3, step 4, but the memories of my past trying to come back. But I push. Step 5, step 6. As my eyes open and I look into the mirror, I see the reflection staring back at me. The reflection speaks to me in ways the audible sound cannot detect. So I stay quiet to the voiceless sounds of who I am, calling me into the abyss of the unknown. The reflections are tapping into my subconscious mind, into regions of my future yet to come. I have been fractured, but now manifested into my fullness. I am life reborn. I am fractured, manifested into its fullness, embracing every crack and imperfection. The fractured, the remanufactured, to fulfill my purpose. Out of my belly, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Breathe again, dream again, awaken to your purpose and become to the reality of who you have always been. Become to the reality of who you are now. Taking those steps never traveled before, like the caterpillar emerges out of its cocoon. So you emerge into the now, which will send ripples into my and our future, preparing the pathway. No more dead man walking. We are life reborn. Speak life.